Not interested in hanging out with the other kids? Snacks not to your taste? None of the above, huh? I heard you were the one who cleansed the abyssal power yesterday. I was hoping.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Come on.
Hey, where are you going? Did something happen?
Just going to get some air. It's too noisy in here. You have fun. We'll be right back. Oh, and there are extra snacks in that box over there if they need replenishing. Baked them all fresh this morning.
All right, sounds great.
Mualani,
Yeah?
you've gotten so tall. You know that. Feels like just yesterday you were that rambunctious kid causing trouble all around the hot spring. Tell me, how are your parents?
They're away on business. Traveler, did something happen?
I wasn't visiting the hot springs because I was getting better. And that pylon, it's because your friend saved my life in that cave. And because of that, the hot springs, I'm just trying to enjoy them for as long as I have.
Oh.
Mualani?
That better not happen again, whether I'm here to catch you or not. That's what you said back at the artificial spring. I had a bad feeling then, but I didn't want it to be true. I wanted to believe you were actually recovering.
You want to know something? Recovery, death, to me, the two aren't all that different. Both are worth celebrating. You've never been resurrected, so you might not understand. But yesterday, I was finally able to let go. Seeing you out there, even if I was never injured, old age would still take me one day. Just remember, whether in life or death.
I understand. I'll do everything in my power to protect our tribe, our nation, and
Good. Oh, and if any of you have the chance to meet with the Archon, could you give this to her for me? A talisman I've carried with me my whole life. It may seem strange to say while I'm still alive, but it's brought me good fortune in battle. Even after I became... Just tell her it embodies fond memories and my strength of...
don't worry. We'll make...
All right.
Traveler, Atea, Mualani! If you don't hurry up, there will...
Excuse me, what did I say about bathing in the... Life is...
Keep up. Keep up. Keep up. Yeah. Smells like something good is inside.
Paimon feels like a whole new Paimon after those 2 days in the hot springs. The Abyss kind of threw a wrench. Still, spending time here, the Kaholasaurs are so nice and so... Oh, and Atea's snacks were so delicious. Yelling at some kids who got caught throwing stones in the hot springs, so...
Hey, you guys. Sleep well last night?
Yep, this here...
Glad you like it. I was thinking of taking you guys out to do...
Hey, Mualani!
Yeah? What do you need?
The team sent out to fight in the night.
And Kachina? Is she...
Kachina... But don't worry, the team was victorious, so the rite of resurrection will be held in the stadium soon.
That's a relief. The Abyss is cunning, and...
Exactly.
All right, thanks for letting me know. We'll head out in a bit. Jeez, she sounded a little anxious there. Had me thinking...
Mualani, like, think about all those mobs. Not that Paimon wants them to be in...
Relax. At a glance, it certainly seems like the only goal is total destruction. The Abyss isn't a living entity, but through our long history of fighting 500 years ago, the Abyss in... That's right. Conria suffered, and Natlan was the worst affected of all. It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro Archon and heroes from every... Even so, the effects of the invasion lingered for... Our tribe's waters were contaminated. The Children of Echo's territory was overrun. It was like each disaster was designed for a specific tribe. Exactly. We once thought that the Abyss is... We now believe the Abyss has invaded the Night Kingdom. And has the
And that's how it became so dangerous and cunning. Almost like it.
Yes. And that's why we've been unable to... Luckily, the problems left behind by the Abyss have been successful. Now every tribe is prospering and things are looking up.
You must have had to sacrifice.
Every battle, every sacrifice is in pursuit of a future responsibility, duty, unavoidable burden. But I believe we will be rid of the Abyss one day. And to think that my name could survive in ballads passed down to future generations, it's kind of romantic. Everyone has something that drives them forward, you know? Anyway, let's head to the stadium. The sea's not going anywhere.
Keep up.
Let's round them up! Incoming! With sword comes shadow.
Can't see?
Let's round them up!
Windblade! Speed of light!
That was quick. That's everything. On to the next.
course. No one's gonna miss out on the chance to welcome our heroes back from battle. It's their moment of glory. Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who likes being the center of attention.
Looks like I'm just in time.
Kinich, you're here!
Yeah, a commission ran longer than expected, but I made it. I heard about the incident with your tribe, Mualani. Is everyone all right?
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new friend here's got some tricks up her sleeve, by the way. She's just as strong as Kachina made her out to be.
Hey, look! Is it about to start?
That's right. Someone will come out and recite a eulogy, and then we'll sing the Ode of Resurrection together. Come on, let's find a spot with a good view. When the singing starts, just follow my lead and you'll be fine. Let's go somewhere higher up so Kachina can spot us.
Warriors of Natlan, heed the call of life. We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
I could not find Kachina within the night.
What?
What does that even mean?
Usually once the Ode is complete, the Pyro Archon and resurrected person—
What's going on? This has never happened before.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team sent to fight the Abyss didn't win after all. Think about it. The Ode rekindles all victors. We've witnessed it countless times.
Since the Archon couldn't find Kachina in the Night Kingdom, that must mean there's more to this victory than meets the eye.
Hey! You just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat you in the pilgrimage!
pathetic. The both—
Your wild guesses are misplaced.
Maybe you did. But who's to say whether that little girl even could Why would the YUB recognize someone like her? Even if she was on the winning team.
How dare you insult a hero of— Kachina sacrificed herself to repel the Abyss! She doesn't deserve to be
Calm down, Mualani. There's no point—
I can't just sit here and let them slander her like—
To insult a hero of Natlan, the person actually has to be a hero.
You...
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really— or the great Pyro Archon? Why would the rules of our nations—
It's true. If she wasn't— Maybe the YUB interpret victory—
I mean, that girl didn't look...
Kachina wouldn't have run! That's not what—
No, no matter how daunting the situation. We don't even know what happened. So don't you dare try to use this.
Fine. We'll find out what...
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory. However, the failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. To prevent further casualties, I have decided...
What?
No one is all-knowing. No one is but doubt is a means by which we seek the truth. If there are things you wish to clarify, then ask me.
No, of course.
Even though I have said nothing to change your mind, then it would seem...
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the Pyro Archon.
I have a question, Archon. My friend Kachina. I know you said you were investigating this.
I've already shared everything I know. So, what?
Of course I'll join.
In that case, come.
We should join them.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, could you drop by as well, Traveler? Rest assured, once again,
did she just...
I believe she did.
The situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom, but I don't know what's causing it. As a result, I've been unable to track down her location. Until we find and address the cause of the unrest, the Ode of Resurrection will continue to be ineffective.
And that means Kachina won't be able to come back?
That's correct. Not until the problem with the Night Kingdom is resolved.
How long will that take?
It's hard to say.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss. Of doing her part to defend Natlan. She wasn't afraid of death because she knew, if it came down to it, the Pyro Arc, whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training.
Why are you crying? Why are you crying over flipping Kachina? Let her die and stay dead.
We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share her joy.
Let Kachina die and stay dead.
We supported her every step of the way, but what are we
No
supposed
one
to do
flipping
now?
ads. Don't deal. Let her die and stay dead.
Lose ourselves in grief.
That's not fair, Mualani.
It's all right. I understand. Believe me, I want to bring her back as soon as... But please, hear what I have to say so I can add... Considering the recent attack
I don't
on the
care.
tribe,
Let her
I
die.
believe the Abyss has...
You mean...
The Sacred Flame. The foundation of our resistance against the Abyss. If we continue to hold the pilgrimage and send teams to fight the Abyss, there will likely be more casualties. But if we stop altogether, the Sacred Flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will scale up their attacks.
If we compare the two choices, the former seems to be the... Sorry, I know that may sound harsh, but I bear the name. The raw truth can be cruel.
But what would you
How about
say,
instead of
Mualani?
all of that,
This is
like I
personal
said,
for you.
listen to
And
me.
unlike Kenichi,
Let
I dare say it's
Kachina
not a
die
simple
and
case of
stay
weighing
dead.
Which course of action is less painful?
Why?
Is it?
No. I can't choose between them, and I don't want
You know
to.
what I'm talking about, right?
Saying that one is preferable over the other is disrespectful to the people who suffered.
Exactly. The Geo mofo.
You're saying it doesn't
The
matter
Geo
whether we suspend
midget. The Geo
pilgrimage.
midget from that
The
land.
consequences will be equally painful.
Yes. What happened to Kachina breaks my heart. But
Then
I
who was
couldn't bring myself
Kachina?
to sacrifice other people for her sake.
And that is the
Then who is
crux of the
Kachina?
problem.
Come on, who is Kachina
It's
then?
not simply a matter of choosing the lesser of two
Hey.
evils. Either way, there will be people who suffer. And
K.A.
the end result
China.
will be the same. Belief in the pilgrimage will waver. Once doubt has crept in, the people will no longer unite in battle against the Abyss. And that is exactly what the Abyss wants. Their ultimate goal isn't to break the rules that make the Ode of Resurrection work. It's to destroy the people's faith in them. To prevent what happened to Kachina from happening to anyone else, we need to suspend the pilgrimage. So that
Nah,
is
I'm
my current
joking.
plan.
I'll do it
And
with
in the
Trent.
meantime,
I just don't
made
like
efforts to
the
strengthen each
special
tribe's
kid like that.
defenses. Then, we have to find another way of strengthening the sacred flame to keep the abyss at bay. I understand your anger, Mualani, but...
Wow. Hyman thought things were gonna get heated for a second.
I owe you an apology, Archon.
We could always hold the pilgrimage without sending a team to fight in the Night Warden Wars.
I've considered that, but the two events have nearly all... Without the chance to fight the Abyss, pilgrimage rankings lose their prestige. With fewer participants, the amount of contending fire produced will decrease.
So, essentially, the Abyss is taking Kachina hostage.
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during your travel. Staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the Your sense of self will be devoured until imagine pouring a cup of water into a rushing river. You can try to... I won't sugarcoat it. That is the danger Kachina is currently facing.
Then just let Kachina face the
Just like
danger
you
and
said,
die.
Archon. Both of these problems need to be addressed. You can focus all your efforts on dealing...
The Abyss poses the same threat to you as it does to her. It is very possible
I
you will
mean,
not
special
return,
like special.
knowing that...
Kachina's waiting for
I failed to protect her during our campaign, but I can make it up to her now. I choose
Depends.
to go as well.
It
Trevor?
depends. Is this a mature trend or the 6th grade trend I used to know?
Understood. Then I'll support you in any way I can. The Masters of the Nightwind have a technique that can extract an ancient name from the ley lines. If we can find Kachina's ancient name,
No, we're
I
not
can
doing
use the
it,
link
so-
between them to pinpoint her position within the Night Kingdom. Then comes the hard
Gabe's
part.
different story.
You
That's
need
just
to visit the
racism.
Night Kingdom.
Is the night...
Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is, however, know that the Night Kingdom will attempt to repel you, and the Abyss
That's fine.
Same here. Fighting the Abyss is nothing new for me.
So, Hyman's the only one who's scared? Well, if she's going, Hyman's going too.
See, Lolly, of the Masters
If
of
by
the
normal you
Nightwind
mean
once
special
created an
squared,
artifact
sure, man,
that can be used to
definitely.
communicate with the Wyab. We call it the Spirit Speaker Stone. It was originally used as a ceremonial artifact wielded by the tribal chiefs. But that spiritual quality also means it can be used.
That was the artifact I delivered to
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Your thanks are unnecessary. I will offer you whatever aid I can, but your fellowship and courage are what will truly decide the success of this operation. Besides, you're the ones helping me. I can only focus on one thing at a time, after all. Traveler, I certainly didn't expect our first conversation to be so serious. I've heard all about your accomplishments. Why? Is that not what happened in the other nations you visited?
Listen, I didn't scream to the top of my lungs.
Yeah, things were pretty complicated at the start.
That's more like it. After all, I've heard you're someone who transcends perhaps even more. Ideally, this would be the perfect night.
Oh, I almost forgot.
Dialogue impact is going too far.
I didn't think this day would come so soon. The flames of her life force. I can feel them flowing within the talisman. If things were different.
And how come when I wrote the book, why is it always some crazy white kid and Aiden going wild for no reason?
Buddies, after all. But
okay, nah, hear me out. 6th grade, Aiden and flipping Trent tweaking out, okay? Right?
I'll pay
7th grade and 8th grade, Aiden and Gabe were tweaking out.
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of contending fire.
And now in 9th grade,
But that's not
Aiden's tweaking out and
is it?
let's be honest for a second. He never stopped being special. Ever since like 8th grade. I'm not even talking about Gabe with Trent. I mean that mofo you kept hating.
Resulted in a massive shortage of pyro
All throughout
energy.
middle school.
And we're currently at the breaking point. As things stand,
No, remember that one always kept hating on all throughout middle school for
Suspending
the
it
fucking
allows us
again.
to save the Abyss has
Yep.
brought catastrophe to We can't let it No.
Mofo is still special.
But if I said nothing at all, they would have continued to question the integrity of Natlan's heroes.
Another simple choice. The latter was clearly the better solution. But you chose otherwise.
I have never subscribed to the belief that the right choice is the one with the fewest sacrifices. Let's go. There's still a way for the sacred flame to last a little longer.
You mean...
You really said this?
Yes.
And the niggas said,
Come with me.
I was sat here like, damn. The niggas from STEM really have fallen so far. And then I was like, oh, actually, never mind. It's fucking Anthony. Niggas all That's why I fucking hate him.
The sacred flame must never
So guess
go
what?
out.
Yeah.
Not only
Sixth grade, it was sixth grade, it was Aiden, Trent. 7th grade, Aiden and flipping Gabe, racist Gabe. And 9th grade, we have Aiden and Anthony.
But that can only last
Honorable
so long.
mention to Devontae.
Don't let desperation. Those chosen by the Wyad, all we can do.
Even so, for you to make
If not me, then who? No other is. I possess great strength, but I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
Pyro Icon, stop your yapping session.
Archon, it's the Fatui!
Lily.
The Archon of Natlan. A force to be reckoned.
Oh my god! Stop the cutscene and yap session. No one acts. Just end it or something.
There's no secret to me. Long
That's a real shame.
And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use is the Gnosis in your hands?
Jeremiah, I got a perfect idea.
What?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
Can I please, I hope I can pack Worcester sauce.
I assume that's the end of your speech?
Look, his real name is like, Worcester, but I don't care, I'm calling him Worcester sauce. I'm not gonna call him Worcester. Worcester sauce is close enough. Dang.
I'm gonna tell you this simple and big reason I can't do this, right? Any dirt that gets in there will not be coming out.
Ooh. These icons suck.
First of all, any dirt that gets in there, break it out.
Why?
Let me explain exactly why you never get through. See, first of all, any dirt that gets in there will never be coming out. Second, the first one doesn't sound very bad until you realize that the dirt is sitting dead on top of your head. So basically, your head is itching 24/7. The problem if you itch it, it's either gonna come loose, rip the hair, mess up it, or make it hella freaky and look bad, right? So basically, you over here smacking yourself in the head.
Can I skip this cutscene? No, that's ought to be a shame.
Yo, Jeremiah, I know we can let go on the trip again in place of Asha. Oh, no, you need to replace Asha with 2 seats. I'm gonna be my ticket, bro, man. I'll pay for another one. What? If you want it?
Did the Pyro Icon lose? She lost. It looks like it. I don't know.
Alright, 50%. Plus, we already got some plans Saturday. Okay. Yo, Jeremiah.
She lost her gnosis, didn't she?
Jeremiah.
What do you want from me?
Some kind of random fundraising walk bull crap. My dad said you.
She lost her gnosis, didn't she?
Go out there anyway. Y'all can just walk around together.
Masters of the
I'm gonna give you some money. Y'all can go buy your own food and shit.
The captain and his followers must be
we're gonna invite
You think we care about Raglan?
No,
Are you alright,
He was a formidable opponent. Exactly what I would expect from the first of the Fatui Harbingers.
I never imagined someone could match you in combat.
You don't know.
If the Tsaritsa sent him here, why would he bring up what happened 5 centuries ago?
Yeah. And how much does he know about Natlan?
The Harbingers are all driven by their own personal goals. The only purpose that unites them is collecting the Gnosis. But I'm sure the captain has his own reasons for being here as well.
Whatever his motive, we should shift our focus to the Fatui. If they attack again and we're not prepared, we're done for.
This has gotta be bullying. I will point you to the authorities immediately.
Him for the time being.
Besides, I'm gonna point you to the authorities immediately. This has gotta be
the power that
bullying.
came to his rescue just now came from the Masters of the Nightwind.
That's a certified hate crime. You can't do that.
Not necessarily. This could prove to be a very valuable turn of events. When we exchanged final blows,
Who?
I sensed an unusual presence within him. I'll need to investigate further. Kanich, go to the Masters of the Night.
Of course. I'll head out right now.
Yes.
About Jermaine, bro. About you and Jermaine. I'm like, bro, you can't keep doing this. It takes like 10 minutes
strength
for you
has
to get
never
through this
rested
little
solely in its Archon.
Like, bro, I do not care.
Together we foresaw the only path that leads
know what?
to our nation's
Peter, I know
future.
the perfect
We must
person to
trust
bring
it.
along with Jeremiah. We should bring along Gabriel's brothers and try to show us Pokemon for.
What?
That's yes, sir, yes.
Is everything
That's
okay,
the thing.
Archon?
Yes, sir, yes. Yes, sir.
Completely fine. Just lamenting the fact that I never got a picture when I could still turn my hair, and I just hope the others have a safe journey.
Do you think there's the type of dude to
What's happening at the stadium? Did something explode?
It feels like the Archon unleashed her power. She must be fighting a formidable opponent.
Should we go back and check what's going on?
Have faith in the Archon. She wouldn't lose in a one-on-one confrontation.
Once we find Kachina's ancient name, we'll head right back.
Okay, let's just keep climbing. Paimon really hopes nothing goes wrong.
That's Wyna, the tribal chief. Let's head over to him.
My next target should be...
Chaska.
Nice to see you again. I'm afraid we don't have time for pleasantries, so I'll get...
Whoa, hold on a second.
My friend Kachina is trapped within the night.
Rescue her? From the...
That's right.
I'm sorry, but someone needs to tell you what you don't want to hear. Going there, a mature war, the nature of battle is
I appreciate what you're trying to say, Chief Wyna. But if the price of maturity is abandoning a friend...
I thought you might say that.
Is something wrong, Wyna? Life isn't complete without taking risks.
It's nothing. If you're that determined, far be it from me to stop you. Here's the stone. Keep it safe.
Thank you.
Huh. Seems like you two go way back. But aren't you from the Flower Feather Clan, Chaska?
Oh, Chaska's a peacemaker. So she's... Her younger sister, Quichi's always hanging around our tribe, too.
Oh, you have a younger sister?
Yes. I'll introduce you to her sometime. But let's get back to business.
As you probably know, your intended destination is completely different from the real world. The Night Kingdom is like a river flowing. In that sense, the stone is like a fishing boat drifting down the river. But the boat alone isn't enough. You need a fisherman experienced enough to steer it in the right direction.
We couldn't do that ourselves.
With a little practice, I'm sure you could. You have the strength and the talent. If you want...
Who?
Vichama, a legendary warrior. He's got a keen eye and a well-honed intuition. Even his ancient name means to seek.
Vichama?
He's one of Auntie Atea's hot spring buddies. Where can we find him?
Ever since Malco passed, he spends most of his time gazing.
Thank you.
Good luck.
the scenery from the cliff. Hello there, are you Vichama?
That's me. Did you need something? What? You're saying you can bring some... No, if you really think about it, anything's...
Are you okay?
Everything's fine. After I help you find Kachina's ancient name...
Your friend? Oh, why not?
Yes, but I'd rather not...
That's not a problem.
Yeah. Since you're helping us find Kachina's ancient name,
Then we're agreed. Can... I see. From what I can tell, it functions almost like an abyssal pylon. Both connect the Night Kingdom to the living world. Once the connection is established, the abyss will come surging through the opening like a predator honing in on the scent of blood. So we have to be sure not to use it in a tribal settlement.
Wow, you got all that just from looking at it?
I just picked up on the basics, really. I still have no idea why it works. You said someone named Lali invented this. They must be a genius. I'll go find an open area and start setting things up. In the meantime, I need you to get 2 things for me.
we'll go right away. What do you need?
First, I'll need some hook ropes. Pretty much every store around here carries them, so no need to go anywhere special. Oh, and I need to build a net out of them, so make sure you get a good amount.
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a real net to catch Kachina's ancient name?
By creating something tangible in our world, like a net, we can create a connection to a corresponding concept in the night.